Okay, we're here for a special treat today. It's a beautiful sunny day in Toronto, Canada. And one of my buddies here got a surprising new vehicle test drive. So I reached out to him so I could say, hey,
Hey,
when can I get to see it? So here he is. Eric Novak, how are you today?
Darren, I'm doing awesome. How are you?
Very good, thank you. So you got this cool car that you're
Yep.
test driving. So can you show us around this beautiful car?
So what we're looking at is the latest in Mercedes evolution of fully electrics in their EQ series. EQ basically being emotional intelligence, QIQ sort of thing. This is the 2023 Mercedes-Benz EQE, and this is the 500, which is the dual motor 4MATIC. So EQE would basically be, if you're looking at sizing, E-Class size. Don't call this an E-Class because their electrics are built on an entirely dedicated electric platform. But in terms of sizing, this is sort of what we'd see as an E-Class mid-size vehicle. There is an EQE SUV coming as well. But I've said this already, and I've noticed that while E is E-Class, what I've noticed, because I've had this almost a week now, is E also stands for eye-catching. I've had a lot of people, go, whoa, look at this. I had a guy in a BMW EV or one of their ICERs go, hey, what's going on there? I had my daughter's vice principal saying, hey, can I go for a ride? So it definitely is getting some eyeballs.
Now, E for excitement. That's a coin phrase by Eric Novak. So,
We'll see.
this is just a beautiful vehicle. It's very
And again, of course, the lines are very easy and flowing. With electric vehicles, of course, your energy source is your battery, and you want to minimize the amount of energy it takes to move. So the more it slips through the air, you'll see very aerodynamic shapes. I mean, in the universe, the most aerodynamic shape we have is a teardrop. And so everything sort of aligns to a teardrop. If you want to get technical, you'll hear a term called coefficient of drag. A lot of car companies use that. Anything that a teardrop would have a 0. So everything is as efficient as a teardrop. So anything above that. This is somewhere in the 0.2 range. It's just numbers, but essentially this cuts through the air exceptionally well. So the more efficient it is, the less drag, the more range you'll get.
Did you say 0.2?
Yeah, it's 0.2, 0.21 in the area like that.
Holy
So,
smokes,
yeah,
that's
yeah, it's
extremely
really
big.
dynamic.
Excellent. Now, of course, we got to see the inside. So, well, let's open that door and go in. And
Then I'll turn around. I'll get this thing turned on for you.
this is a beauty, guys.
Let's there. I'll get it turned on. Let me get you. Let me close up the. I'll close up the shade so you can see it better here. As much as we like the nice panoramic moonroof, this is harder to see.
And this is
Yeah, look at that.
it's a 2023 model.
Yep.
So, what are the basic stats? How much does it cost?
So again, in terms of power and output, this is a 90.4 kilowatt hour battery. You're looking at in terms of range with the dual motor, estimated is 418 kilometers. Now, actually, yesterday when I got it up to full, estimated range is just that. It's an estimate. Same thing like you would have with fuel economy. It's based on a variety of factors. It's dependent upon weather conditions, the way you drive, where you're driving, elevation, and such. So whenever you see its driving range, it's just an estimate. I charged it up yesterday and it read 460, and we're still, in early spring. You could easily probably hit 500 kilometers in warmer weather. But in terms of output, this is 402 horsepower. But the beauty of electric is the instant torque and the great torque, and there's 633 pound-feet of torque, which will get you 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in about 4.5 seconds. And there's different, in terms of pricing, depending on where you are, Canadian, US pricing. You've got your EQE 350, which would be a single motor. You've got your 350 Plus with the 4MATIC, and you've got your 500, which is the dual motor. This one here, dual motor EQE 500, 4MATIC. In Canada, the base price is around 99 grand, but there's added features, as they always want to do. They put more stuff in here. This one in my hand, driving out, tops out at 120, 129, I think it is, 129,000. In the US, of course, the prices are less, but it's a heck of a lot of fun.
And warranty?
You're testing me, man. But it's all warm. Well, I'll tell you, this is one of the questions with electric vehicles. There's a lot of concerns about the battery and the powertrain. Just about all automakers who will have electrics will warranty the electrical systems, the battery, for a minimum of 8 years. 8 years, 160,000 kilometers. And the threshold that you're getting to is that you will, after 8 years, still have at least 70% of the charging range as you would when new. And that's, so if this is, 420 kilometers, so you're still going to get, close to 280, 300 after 8 years, minimum guaranteed. And the likelihood is it's going to last a lot further than that and longer than that, as has been the experience. If you're not someone who power charges it, like DC fast charging, this will go 10 to 80%, and I think it's like 35 minutes or so. But really, any electric vehicle, you want to be either trickle charging at home if you have the time, or using a level 2 charge. You never want to get it to 100% all the time, because that basically saves the life of the battery. And we're finding now that batteries are going 10, 12 years viability. It is, there were a lot of fears in the beginning we're just not realizing now.
Very good. And look at these big screens. What's the size of that screen?
It's 12-inch. The EQE in Europe has the hyper screen, which you see in the EQS, which is basically completely covered in 3 screens. It's a monster. But this is a 12.3-inch. I can get my electric settings. I can look right now, I'm at 80% of charge. I can look at the range I have, and it can give me distance. I have my average consumption, peaks and valleys. In the GPS system, if I wanted to plan a destination, I could say I'm going, 4-hour drive, and I can enter where I'm going to. It will give me the most efficient route, and also plan and account for charging stations should I need them in there. So, yeah, and there's really cool things. Oh, here's a cool little feature. In our comfort mode, they have this is an add-on to this feature, the energizing comfort. And Mercedes has these in some of their other vehicles. In 10-minute cycles, you have different sort of what they call energizing modes. So you have warmth, vitality, joy. So let's just say I'm looking for a little vitality. Well, here's what happens. You will see it's going to go driver and passenger. I'll give you that too. So you're going to get a little massage, and the Burmeister system is going to be vibrating all over the place.
Ooh.
And right now your back is getting massaged.
It is.
Right. So I can go to joy, a little upbeat here. There we go.
Oh, I feel so joyful.
Yeah. So yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Well, everybody always wants to see how electric cars drive. How about giving us a little sample of the drive?
All right, well,
and don't forget your seatbelt on.
Yeah, safety first.
Me too.
Here we go. I will. Back it up here.
Buckle up. Okay, now I'm safe.
Well, let me put it in dynamic drive mode here. Make sure I'm in dynamic drive mode. So we will get we don't want eco mode. I want to go into sports. There we are. So we'll get the most. So we're going to go for R. Give it a go, shall we? Are you saying? Is that what you want?
Go, go, go.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Now we are now at 150 kilometers an hour.
Fantastic.
On a completely safe, controlled road, I should add. This is a dead end. We always check safety first. There are no people on this road. We check before we drive and afterwards. We would never recommend driving like that in an unsafe road.
And no bugs were splattered in this
No
film.
bugs, because we're at the time of year when there are no bugs. And we'll see my son, and shall we get close to him, he'll go, "What's going on?" So we'll show the braking ability, and my son's going, "What about me?" And we'll go, "Hey, buddy."
Excellent. Well, Eric, always a pleasure. Thank you very much for the fun.
Darren. Pleasure. Check out my full review if you want. Also on my YouTube channel, the Novak Report should be up soon.
And we'll put a link in the description.
Thanks, man.
Bye.
Bye.